Welcome back to the deep dive. Okay, yesterday. Wow, a truly wild Wednesday on the diamond, and if you caught any of it, we saw a full slate of just captivating clashes.
Absolutely. I mean, it had everything, didn't it?
It really did. We're talking, nail-biting finishes, some absolute offensive explosions,
Yeah.
and everything in between.
Yeah, dramatic comebacks, some really stellar individual performances, and just, well, the kind of unpredictable swings that make baseball so compelling. It was all out there.
Exactly. So for this deep dive, our mission, as always, is to peel back the layers a bit. We want to dissect the key takeaways from each matchup.
Right. Yesterday's MLB schedule wasn't just a list of games. It felt more like a tapestry, woven with close calls, some really dominant displays, and frankly, some genuinely surprising turns. Lots to unpack.
I'm still buzzing from a couple of those finishes.
Yeah.
So let's just dive right in, break down all the action from what was, an unforgettable day of baseball. Where do you want to start? What game set the tone?
For me, I think you have to look at that first Cleveland Guardians game. The 3-2 victory over the Baltimore Orioles.
Okay.
Because that was just a classic pitcher's duel, right? A real masterclass in strategic finesse and late-game execution. It really highlighted the fine margins in this sport.
Yeah, that one felt like a chess match. How did they keep it so tight, so tense, with such a low score?
Well, both teams showed, incredibly disciplined at-bats. And the pitching was just resilient on both sides.
Mm-hmm.
But what made the Guardians' win so insightful wasn't just that they won, but how they did it, how they manufactured that crucial third run. I think it was the seventh.
Yeah.
Turning a simple single into a scoring chance with some aggressive base-running timely contact. And that was against a typically, really solid Orioles defense.
Right. That kind of win feels significant.
It does. Grinding out runs like that, relying on a solid bullpen. You saw Smith come in that high leverage spot in the eighth just to face one specific guy. That feels like, well, it's indicative of a team that's maybe built for a deep postseason run.
Every decision felt critical in that one. Managerial choices, defensive shifts.
Exactly. Pinch hitters, bullpen arms. Yeah, a real strategic battle.
Okay, so from that super tight, low-scoring game, let's maybe pivot to the other end of the spectrum, where the bats definitely woke up.
Uh-huh.
The Toronto Blue Jays beating the New York Yankees 8-4. That felt like more than just a win, didn't it? It felt like a statement.
Oh, absolutely a statement. Toronto's offense just roared to life. It was a power display, really, that seemed to leave the Yankees pitching staff kind of reeling.
8 runs against the Yankees.
Yeah.
That's always significant.
It is, and especially the way they did it. It wasn't just one big inning. It was timely hitting, sustained pressure, kind of top to bottom through the lineup, showed real offensive depth. They look like they're firing on all cylinders right now.
The long ball played a part, too, I remember.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Turned a close game into, well, a much more comfortable lead there in the middle innings. It sends a clear message, doesn't it? Don't underestimate these bats.
And for the Yankees, a bit of a wake-up call, maybe.
You think so? A stark reminder, anyway, of the challenges in the AL East, especially when you run into a lineup as hot as Toronto's is right now.
Okay, and speaking of bats being hot, if you love a slugfest,
Yeah.
I mean, the Boston Red Sox beating the Philadelphia Phillies 9-8. Wow.
Uh-huh, yeah. That was something else.
Just back and forth, kept you on the edge of your seat right until the very last out. My scorecard looked like a mess.
That really was a game for the offensive purists. Both teams just trading blows, refusing to give in.
What stands out there for you?
Well, the Red Sox resilience, I think. Their ability to just out-hit their opponents when they had to, even though they gave up 8 runs themselves.
Yeah, but for the Phillies, giving up 9 runs at home, that's got to sting.
Oh, for sure. Even in a high-scoring game like that, surrendering 9 at home, that's definitely a point of concern. Raises questions maybe about their pitching staff's ability to close things out, protect those leads when the offense is clicking.
Right. Those kinds of games, they often just come down to one critical play, don't they?
Exactly. One last defensive gem or one final clutch hit. And yesterday, that belonged to Boston in what was a pretty wild ninth inning.
Okay, another high-scoring one. The Chicago White Sox getting past the Tampa Bay Rays 11-9. Again, incredible offense, but maybe exposed some pitching issues too.
Yeah, exactly that. It definitely highlighted the White Sox offensive firepower. I mean, putting up 11 runs against the Rays, a team usually known for its pitching depth. That's impressive.
Very impressive.
But Then you see the 9 runs Chicago allowed, and that suggests, there are still areas for improvement on the mound, particularly maybe bullpen consistency.
And for the Rays, giving up
Yeah,
11 runs.
that feels like an anomaly, right? For a team that prides itself on strong, disciplined pitching, that's going to be something they take a close look at.
Yeah.
It just shows, I guess, that even the best-laid pitching plans can sometimes just get dismantled if an offense is relentless enough.
Okay, let's shift gears again. Back to a grittier kind of game. Low-scoring battle. Texas Rangers winning 2-1 over the Oakland Athletics. After all those runs, this felt like a completely different kind of baseball.
It really did. A total contrast. This was that classic battle of pitchers and timely hitting, where the Rangers just sort of scratched across just enough to get the win.
And for the Ace, only managing 1 run?
Yeah, against a competitive Rangers team like that. It just highlights the ongoing challenges they seem to face in generating consistent offense. It's tough.
These low-scoring games, they feel like they hinge on tiny moments.
They absolutely do. Every run feels huge. It's often decided by, a single mistake or maybe one moment of individual brilliance. Like that diving catch I think the Texas fielder made in the 8th, robbed a sure hit.
Right.
And yesterday, the Rangers capitalized on those small opportunities. It was a real gritty win for them. Showed they can grind out victories even when the bats aren't booming.
Okay, and speaking of unexpected twists,
Yeah.
we have to circle back to Baltimore.
Ah, yes. The rematch.
In a really remarkable turn of events, the Orioles then beat the Cleveland Guardians 4-3 in their second game of the day.
Incredible, wasn't it?
Especially after losing that first tight one, it just showcases incredible resilience.
It absolutely does. Think about that mental fortitude to bounce back immediately after losing that close game and then turn around and win another incredibly tight one against the exact same opponent hours later. That speaks volumes about their resolve.
And for the Guardians,
Yeah.
taking the first, then losing the second.
Oof. Yeah, that's got to be a bitter pill to swallow, especially losing 2 close ones. Winning one, losing one. It just underscores how unpredictable baseball can be.
Totally. Momentum can just shift so dramatically, sometimes within hours.
Exactly. Proof that, redemption is often just around the corner in this game. And that second Orioles-Guardians game, it really just encapsulated the sheer unpredictability and, frankly, the excitement that only baseball delivers.
So as the dust settles on all that action from yesterday, what's the big picture? It feels like we saw a league really in full swing. Dynamic narratives, fierce competition.
Yeah, I think that's right. You saw that incredible contrast, didn't you? Between those intense, low-scoring duels that demanded, absolute strategic precision and masterful pitching.
Right, like Guardians-Orioles won.
Exactly. And then you had the explosive offensive showcases that just, blew the roof off, redefined what you thought was possible in an inning sometimes.
So looking closer, that Orioles-Guardians split series, you said it earlier, it feels like a microcosm of the whole day.
I think so. It really highlighted those fine margins separating victory from defeat. The Guardians' first win, very disciplined. Then, bam, the Orioles answer right back. Refuse to be discouraged.
Shows that mental fortitude you need for 162 games.
Absolutely. It's a powerful reminder that baseball isn't just physical talent. It's psychological warfare sometimes. It's about adapting in real time.
And then you have the Blue Jays. That win over the Yankees felt like a real declaration in the AL East.
Yeah, a powerful one. Their offense was just on full display. Showed everyone why they're such a formidable force right now.
That kind of decisive win, especially against a powerhouse like the Yankees, that can really spark something, can't it?
Oh, definitely. It can be a catalyst. Spark a hot streak, build confidence, carry a team. And for the Yankees, well, now the challenge is figuring out how to counter that kind of hitting. They need to reevaluate or risk falling behind in that tough division.
And the slugfests.
Yeah.
Red Sox Phillies, White Sox Rays. Great fun for the fans, maybe less so for the pitching coaches.
Yeah, probably a nightmare for the pitching coaches. But, even those games offer critical learning experiences.
How so?
Well, they emphasize the need for sharper execution, better game management in those high-leverage spots when runs are just flying onto the board. It tests your bullpen depth, your ability to stop the bleeding.
Makes sense. And the White Sox Rays one also just showed anything can happen offensively, right?
Exactly. The sheer unpredictability. Any team can break out on any given night.
And finally, that Rangers' gritty win against Oakland. The other side of the coin.
Totally. That's the other end of the spectrum, where every single pitch matters intensely. Every defensive alignment, every bunt, every stolen base attempt. it all takes on this heightened importance.
It's fundamental baseball.
It really is a testament to pitching, defense, and just enough timely offense. Small ball, sometimes. And for the A's, yeah, it stings, but being in a 2-1 game shows they can compete. Consistent offense just remains that primary hurdle for them, it seems.
So looking back at the whole day, it really was a perfect encapsulation of why this sport captivates so many people, isn't it?
I think so. You had such a diverse array of contests. Nail-biters decided by one run, offensive explosions.
Highlighted individual brilliance, strategic depth.
And that enduring human element, too. Competition, resilience, bouncing back.
So as we wrap up, the echoes of yesterday, they're definitely going to shape the narratives moving forward this season.
No doubt. It just reminds you that in baseball, every single day is a new opportunity. For drama, for triumph, for those unexpected twists. These games weren't just scores. They were like chapters in the ongoing saga of this 2025 MLB season.